Aries, what's going on, guys? It's your boy for CancerMoonsTarot coming at you guys with your February 2020 love tarot reading. I hope you guys are well. So let me know down in those comments down below, man. Keep in mind, this reading is general. If it resonates, that's awesome. If not, it's not your message. Feel free to check out any other amazing tarot readers we got here on YouTube, okay? These messages may resonate backwards or vice versa, so take them how they resonate if they apply to your particular situation. If you guys would like, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, which is all linked down below. And you guys can also check out my sister and her boyfriend's YouTube channel. That's the first link in the description if you guys want to take a look into my family's life. Nonetheless, Aries, how are we doing, man? We're moving into February. We got Mercury retrograde. You know, Mercury's back in Gatorade. It ain't a fun time, but we deal with it, right? You know what's crazy about Mercury retrograde is that it's been happening 3 times a year ever since we were born, but I feel like the moment we become conscious of Mercury retrograde, we all freak out. Like, this shit's been happening since we were a fucking fetus, bro. You know, and I feel like we all freak out when it actually starts to come to pass. So, you know, try to be cool, calm, and collected during this time. Really preserve your energy, maintain a high vibration, and we're going to push on through this. On February 2nd, Mercury moved into its pre-shadow, and on February 16th, Mercury retrograde will be in full effect. I believe it starts in Aquarian, goes into Pisces, and then goes back into Aquarian. I believe that's how it goes. If I'm wrong, somebody can quote me down in the description below, okay? Nonetheless, though, Aries, let's get into it and see what messages we got coming through for you throughout February 2020. Messages for Aries here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Throughout February 2020, messages for Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout February 2020. Okay, Aries, let's go ahead and see what we got coming through for you. Hopefully we got some awesome stuff. Aries, energy between you and another person. You got the Judgment card, so you're calling on the divine, calling on the angels, calling on the guides, calling in for assistance in some sort of area of your life. You got here 9 of Wands. Person you're dealing with is an 8 of Wands, and you're calling in the Ace of Wands. Very cool. So you're calling in Cupid's star. That's kind of the first thing that came to mind. This is one of those energies where you're calling in a soulmate. You're wanting to bring one into alignment with you, but at the same time, I do feel like you're a little bit on edge here, right? The 9 of Wands is one step before the 10. I do feel this energy where a lot of you Aries are kind of giving up hope in love. You're kind of giving up hope in the sense where you feel that what you're looking for isn't exactly going to come towards you. Excuse me, sorry about that, guys. Ooh. Cancerian indigestion. It's really fun. It's really not a fun time. Anyways, though, from what I'm seeing here, it's like you're calling in the divine, you're calling in a soul partner, but there's a big part of you that has this lack of belief that it's going to actually come towards you. And I want to remind you guys that, you know, what you put out in this world is what you will get back, right? So if you're putting out that, for example, if you don't believe that you're going to receive what you're worthy of, you're putting out that you're unworthy. And therefore, the partners you're manifesting are unworthy people of you. They're people who are not worthy of your vibration. They're people who are not going to treat you as you want or wish to be treated. These are going to be people that are going to more so fall under the line of karmic, right? So you got to be very mindful of the energy you're putting out during your state in February 2020, and you always have to be mindful of what you are saying when you are calling upon the divine, because they will deliver exactly what it is you are vibrationally putting out there, okay? So be very mindful of that moving into 2020, or February 2020 per se. So from what I'm seeing here so far, Aries, I definitely feel like you're like, I really want someone, I really want the right person, but you just don't feel worthy of that. And with the 8 of Wands, there's Cupid's arrow. I do feel that there's something here coming in for you. But as for the outcome, Ace of Wands, what you're entirely looking forward to is a passionate new beginning with a person who you feel treats you correct, who you feel treats you right, okay? Now let's clarify this 8 of Wands. What's coming in for Aries? What do we got here? 7 of Swords. Let's clarify the 9 of Wands. What's coming in for Aries? What's that 9 of Wands about? Okay, what do we got here? 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so Aries, this is where things get mistaken, right? And this is one of those situations where I hate that I have to like say this in this reading, but I guess like it's going to help you in the near future. So remember how I said the 9 of Wands is you feeling unworthy? You're feeling unworthy, yet you're trying to call in something that's more worthy, 10 of Pentacles. So you don't feel like you deserve a good partnership, right? But you are calling in one. Now, as unfortunate as it is, the universe doesn't care exactly what it is you're calling in. What they're going to call in is what you feel you deserve. So your vibration is really at play. What is your vibration? Your thoughts, your feelings, your perceptions of the world, right? What makes up your energy. So if you feel as if you're not worthy of a good relationship, when you call in a relationship, you're going to get exactly what it is you feel. So even if you called in, I know, Divine, I'm calling in somebody who is going to treat me beautiful, who's going to treat me correct, who's going to treat me like I'm the best boy or girl in the world, right? Even if you call that in, if you don't feel that way about yourself, that is not what you're going to receive. So that's why that Seven of Swords came up on what it is you're receiving, because with the Seven of Swords paired to the Eight of Wands, you already you called in something good, but how you feel about yourself said otherwise. So you're calling in somebody who already thinks less worthy of you, okay? And as for the outcome, Ace of Wands, yes, you are looking for a passionate new beginning, but that might not be exactly what it is you receive. So I know this is a really crappy way to start a reading, but I guess it's a good reminder this month to, come to that self-recognition that, how you're feeling, what your vibe is, how you feel about yourself is what will attract others around to you, okay? Queen of Cups here, and then Queen of Cups to the Six of Cups, or to the Six of Wands. How you feel about yourself is what you will attract. And if you feel that you are worthy of love, and if you feel that you are deemed worthy of beautiful things in your life, that is exactly what you'll attract into your life, okay? So this is one of those false manifestations you never wanted to show up in your reality, but the universe has a funny way of giving you what you're putting out. The universe is definitely very tough on us sometimes, but it's always trying to teach us a lesson. And I think the lesson the universe wants you to know right now, Aries, is that, you have to treat yourself better. You have to feel as if you are the person who is the most worthy in this entire world, and good things will start to manifest into your life. Your answers will be, you will get answers from the divine. Your prayers will be answered if you really, really, really work on yourself, okay? So I do see here a connection coming in that might not necessarily work for you. It could be deemed a karmic connection for some, a connection that needs to teach you a lesson, etc. So let's get into that and we'll see what's going on moving forward, okay? So Aries, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the person who's coming in for you. I'll take a look at what's going on with them, what their feelings will be aligned towards you, etc. Then I'll see what's going on with you and how you'll feel towards them. We'll see where energies are aligning between you and this person, and then we'll see the outcome, okay? So in regards to who Aries is dealing with, how do they feel towards Aries, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs throughout February 2020. Who is this person that's coming into Aries? That's coming into Aries. Who's coming in for Aries, and how do they feel towards them, please? Let's take a look, okay? So, Ace of Pentacles, yes. Remember, the universe is delivering you a new person. You got here Two of Pentacles. Oh, they're delivering you an indecisive person. You got the Knight of Cups. You got the Page of Wands. You got the Nine of Swords, you got the Empress card, and what's going on with this person currently, Three of Swords, and then the Magician card. Yep, the universe is really handing you a karmic relationship here. So, the person that's being aligned to you right now, Aries, is a person who's going through heartbreak and wants the heartbreak to disappear. Be careful with this person coming in, okay? With the Three of Swords to the Magician card, they are heartbroken and they want their heartbreak to disappear. Sounds to me like they're looking for an excuse to not feel pain. They're looking for something to replace the whole of their own pain. So when this individual comes in here, Two of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Page of Wands, be mindful of how they play cat and mouse with you. Be mindful of how they show that they're romantic, but at the same time show that they're not looking for anything romantic at all. You'll be connecting with a person who is very indescriptive on what they want with you, and you'll be connecting with a person who they don't know what they want moving forward with you. Put it that way. They don't know if they want a relationship. They don't know if they just want to vibe with you. They don't know what they want to do about it. They just know that when they're around you, you fill a hole that they have in their heart, and you help them take the pain away. And with the Nine of Swords here to the Empress card, they feel that by doing this and by distracting themselves with you, they can grow past the pain, but that's not the case. So the lesson already that this person's going to have to learn when they meet you, Aries, is that they have to learn how to love themselves. They have to learn how to grow and heal past their own pain, because nobody else can take away pain you're dealing with, right? So distractions can't take away pain. This person has that lesson to learn, okay? And I feel like in your case, the lesson to be learned is that you have to think higher of yourself when you're calling in things, because you attract what you are. You attract what you feel you're deserving of, right? So you got to be extra careful here this month, Aries, and the universe wants to send you one more person They want to send you one more person to make you realize this. Now, let me tell you something, Aries. You don't have to date this person. I'm giving you the heads up. You know, none of this shit is manifested yet. For some, it could have. But I'm giving you the heads up. You don't got to date this person. You might meet this person and you can shoo them away because you already understand the lesson you need to. The main point of this reading is to understand the lesson of don't talk bad about yourself, and more so, believe that you are worthy of amazing things and you will attract amazing things. This right now is about you rewriting your subconscious beliefs. This whole reading is about you acknowledging the amazing person that you are and what you are worthy of, okay? Because if you truly feel like you're worthy of relationships, where people want to use you as a cop-out or people want to use you as a rebound, then that's the kind of relationships you're going to attract. And I don't think you're just worthy of a rebound, Aries. I think you're worthy of a fantastic, beautiful, amazing fucking life. I think you're worthy of an awesome relationship that leads to the perfect marriage with the greatest kids and that you can enjoy for the rest of your life. I think you're worthy of amazing I know you're worthy of amazing things. So the main message here is to hone in on that worthiness and become worthy. This shit doesn't need to manifest if you don't continue on this path. So you can avoid this whole crap, this whole, karmic shitstorm right now just by honing in on that lesson, okay? Moving forward though, Aries, in regards to what's going on with you, you got a 3 of Cups, a Star card, and an 8 of Swords. So remember how I said you are praying to the divine, Aries, earlier in the reading. You are praying for a new person to come in. When this person comes in, you are going to think that they are your star. You have the 3 of Cups to the Star card. You're like, oh my God, my soulmate is delivered to me. The universe has answered my prayers. But in actuality, be careful what you wish for because they have granted you a karmic, okay? So when they come into your life at first, you feel as if, oh shit, I've really just manifested my soulmate. And now the 8 of Swords starts to creep up because as you start to notice, you're like, I thought this person would be a little bit different. They don't seem like a soulmate. Your suspicions start to add up and you recognize maybe this individual isn't the person I was looking for. 4 of Cups. And with the 6 of Pentacles to the 4 of Wands, I think a part of you wants to give them a shot when you meet them because you know what? Maybe if they're not so great now, maybe things will get better. But I think you come to the recognition the moment you ground yourself that this person is not the right person for you, especially if they're using you to fill a void in their heart, okay? That's an energy of using. Not a genuine 6 of Pentacles connection, not a genuine relationship where somebody wants to spend quality time with you. This person's coming from a place of using, okay? So when this new person manifests in your life, if it happens, right? You feel, oh my God, this is my soulmate, I'm excited, but sooner than later, suspicions add up rather quickly. You recognize maybe this person is my soulmate, maybe they're just not my type, maybe it's not working out for me. And I think you get to that place where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna push them away, all right? So the universe has really dark humor sometimes. The universe has really shitty humor, And I know this reading can be triggering for some. I know that some of you guys might be upset at me, and that's okay. I mean, I am just the messenger. But I also do want to say that in every reading, you have the chance and the power to not resonate with the storyline. You can literally walk away from this. If you don't like what you're hearing, you can change the outcome. So if you guys right now that are watching this, you watch the reading, you're like, okay, this is that, whatever, cool. And you feel this way, right? And you feel like you're not deserving of relationships, or you feel like all you're worthy of or all you attract are bad people or bad guys, whatever. If you really change your mindset about that and you focus on self-love and focus on feeling worthy and deeming yourself worthy and really understanding that you deserve a beautiful life and, affirming that you deserve an amazing and a beautiful life, you're going to avoid this whole path. Because the moment you do that, what energy are you putting out into the world? You're putting out the energy that you're worthy, right? Therefore, you have to attract worthiness back. There you go. So you can avoid this whole path. In regards to where energies are aligning between Aries and this person here, let's take a look. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs throughout February 2020. What do we got? We got the Devil card, we got the Ace of Swords, yep, we got the King of Swords, and then we got the Page of Cups. So with the Devil to the Ace of Swords, you recognize the truth of this person, you recognize that they are filling a void, Okay, so with the Devil card, you can see that they're using you with ill or negative intent. With the King of Swords here, you end up bossing up and cutting off the fact that you realize, no, they don't love me. No, they're not romantic with me. No, they're not looking for love. They're using it as a mask. So you're going to see through the bullshit with this person, Aries. You're going to see that they're not actually looking for love with you. You're going to see that they were looking to just pass some time, that they were using you as a rebound. You're just going to see the whole truth, okay? Actually, what's interesting enough that I just noticed on this card is when you take a look at the Page of Cups over here, there's almost a shadow in the background of him, okay? And it's almost like this person's true intentions are being revealed behind them because you can see through the bullshit. And you're gonna cut through that bullshit with that King of Swords, Aries. So you're gonna find out the person over here doesn't have good intentions with you. You're gonna really cut it off super quickly, and that'll be the end of the story. As for the outcome between you two, throughout February 2020, what do we got? We got the Moon card here, we got the Chariot card here, and then we got the Fool card here. Absolutely. So with the Moon card to the Chariot, it is a little bit emotional because you have to come, it's emotional because you come to the realization of, wow, I really called in something that I didn't want. And it's a little frustrating because it's like, damn, I didn't want to go through another karmic cycle, right? But with the Moon card to the Chariot card, I think you're just moving forward in the sense of you're not going to let this get you down emotionally because you already have the answers on what you need to do to be able to find who you really want to be with, okay? So with the Fool card there as well, I think you're just going to venture out into the unknown. I think you're going to start going with the flow of life. I think you're tapping into that worthiness place where you recognize you deserve better. And the moment you do that, you're just going to let the universe align things for you. And then things are going to work out better, much so in your favor, okay? So look, man, I know this reading might be confusing to some. I know some people may not be fond of this reading, but that's what I was seeing coming in here. You know, the reason why you've had connections and repetitive cycles of the same people manifesting over and over again who do the same types of actions to you is because maybe you started to believe that that's what you were worth. But if you change your belief on how worthy you are, you will see a major impact and difference of the type of people you attract. All right. And I think that that was definitely a prominent lesson you needed to learn here. And I will say, you know, this doesn't have to manifest at all. And I'm going to repeat that again because you can avoid this person the moment you meet them. But just for, you know, just to say, if you end up getting in this kind of connection, you know, this person here still has to learn. So even if you don't end up with this person, Aries, they will end up with somebody else and learn the lesson they need to. The only important thing is that you learn that lesson, that you learn that the universe is always going to give you what you're putting out. And when you start to put out beautiful, amazing, positive, fantastic, romantic, sexy, fucking amazing energy, then you're going to start to get that back. When you start putting out love and light, you're going to start to get that back. When you start putting out healing, you're going to start to get that back. When you start putting out beauty into the world, beauty will come back to you. Everything that you put out is what you will get back. And I think it's so important to, you know, realign yourself and remember that and jump back into that grounded space and create some beautiful things in your life, okay? The universe has a shitty way of showing things sometimes, but they show it so that you can really get the point in your head. And I know that it's not a great reading, but I think that once we change this outcome and we change what we're putting out into the world, we're going to start receiving so many more beautiful things, Aries, and I'm really happy about that part, okay? So yeah, man, I hope there's no confusion here. I hope that you guys learned something from this reading that can really help you. And yeah, for those of you that this situation does manifest, I don't suggest sticking around with this person. I don't really trust people who use other people. I don't think using is a good thing. I don't think rebounds are a great thing either. So I would avoid this connection as a whole for any of you Aries, whether you get into it or whether you see it coming. I'd avoid it, okay? So nonetheless, Aries, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoy. I hope you guys learned something valuable and that I can help in any sort of way. And of course, if it doesn't resonate, you know, feel free to jump in on the next reading or check out any other readers we got here on this platform. But yeah, guys, have a great day. Have an awesome rest of your February, and I'll catch you guys during the mid-monthly, all right? Peace.